Hi everyone, welcome to my channel again, and this time again I will be taking another practice test, Duolingo practice test with all of you, just to help you with your Duolingo journey. And I really have to say that I feel very grateful for every wonderful comment that you loved and wrote under my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So this is the score that I achieved in the real test, 150. So yeah, as usual, let's get started.
I tried a little bit of every dish. I tried a little bit of every dish.
Moreover, new forms of shared experiences could emerge to replace music's social function.
Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out. Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out. Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out.
They liked swimming.
But if you're looking for a job in the private sector, that might not be necessary.
I'd be willing to pay. I'd be willing to pay. I'd be willing to pay.
Over time, the two pilots started working together as partners instead of competitors.
Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power. Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power. Engines add a great deal of weight to the vehicles they power.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Nutrients carried by floods fertilize the soil, providing essential elements for plants to grow.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep. When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
I've been working on my application and trying to make it as strong as possible.
Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs. Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs. Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs.
We've ascertained the truth. We've ascertained the truth.
And you get to meet so many new people from all over the world.
It's going good. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But it's really interesting to see how everything works and to be a part of the process. Yeah, definitely. I'm just glad that we were able to get these positions. Absolutely. Everything is really organized and planned out ahead of time, which makes our jobs a lot easier.
Think about a goal you have. What motivates you to reach this goal? Think about a goal you have. What motivates you to reach this goal?
A goal that I have and that I have had for a long time right now is to be able to speak Chinese fluently. I think I have been learning it for about 8 months right now, and I reckon Chinese is one of the hardest languages to learn, one of the hardest languages to master. So that's why I think learning Chinese seems to be a predicament, seems to be a hurdle for me, especially the writing system, the way the words are pronounced. This seems extremely confusing for me, and I have to struggle a lot to be good at it. So, although let's talk about the second question here. What motivates me to keep learning Chinese, although it is difficult? The only thing that motivates me is the way that the native Chinese speakers speak. I think Chinese is a very beautiful language in terms of their speaking style. So whenever they speak, they have a very wonderful tone. They have a very beautiful intonation, and I think that really keeps me learning Chinese because I love it so much. I think the way they deliver their message in their speech is adorable. I think the way they communicate each other is very wonderful to me, so that's why I keep learning. The next thing why I keep learning Chinese is because of the fact that I love their culture and their dishes. Most of the Chinese dishes really go well with my appetite, and I always like to order them in restaurants. So these are the two reasons why I keep learning Chinese, like that keep me motivated. In this photo, I can clearly see a woman in the left side of the photo who is sitting, wearing gray tops and black pants, and who is also staring at the board which is standing in front of her. And I can also see there is a man who seems to be an artist or a portrait artist who is trying to draw the portrait of the lady that I mentioned earlier. When you look closely at the photograph, the photo shows that these two are in the middle of a large space, and in that large space there are many people competing for this drawing, because I can see there are many people who are sitting, who are drawing, and so because of this I can assume that they are participating in a competition. To be specific, they are participating in a drawing competition. Looking specifically, it is shown that there is a tree in the middle of this competition, and in the background there are several men and women who are wearing different clothes, different colored clothes, and who are concentrating on their project. The girl that I mentioned earlier has a black skin, and her skin looks very nice, and the man seems to be some Asian. This photo reminds me of a time that I took one of my portraits. A gift that I gave to someone recently was a diamond ring, and I gave it to my mother as her birthday present. So obviously diamond rings, gold rings are quite expensive. They are extravagant. They are luxury items, and normally we cannot really afford to give them, to give other people in a very easy way. But because she is my mom, I worked so hard, and I tried to save some amount of money, and of course I purchased a diamond ring for her, and I gave it to her. Um, Moving on to the second question, I gave it to my mother because she was literally one of my most important, one of my most vital possessions that I have in my life. So that's why I gave it to her. How did it make you feel? I would say I felt very elated, very happy. I felt very energetic and excited. I really can't explain how much I felt regarding giving this ring to my mother. Although my mom doesn't request me that she wants a diamond ring much often, but I believe that this diamond earring will lift her mood, and I feel very happy for that. And the reasons why I gave it to to my mom, very simple. She works so hard for us, and she is literally one of my role models. She is an epitome of hard work, and she is a beacon of mother's love. So that's why I gave it to her. The last time that I enjoyed being out in nature was about a week ago, when I was having a very good time with one of my friends in a park, sitting, doing nothing, enjoying the people walking past by us, or enjoying the animals, especially the birds in the park. That was literally the last time, because I really have a hectic and frantic lifestyle, and my schedule is quite tight most of the times. So I don't really have much time to go out and, of course, enjoying being out in nature. And on that particular day, my friend invited me to join him, to go to the nearest park, which is located in my vicinity, and I accepted his proposal, and we went there together, and we sat there. I think we try to have a very wonderful, a very calm and adorable picnic, and we try to buy some food, and that was a very good time. I believe that that was literally the last time that I enjoyed being out in nature because of my busy lifestyle. And moving on to the second question, do you think people should spend more time outdoors? Yes, I am convinced that people should spend more time outdoors, especially during this time when we all are very busy. As we get older and older, we all know that our lives are busier and busier, and we just don't have much time to appreciate the beauty of nature around us. We forget to appreciate the birds singing. We forget to appreciate the animals around us. We tend to forget the beauty of the breeze that we have. So I would say, going out in nature, being out in nature will really give us a sense of the environment where we live in. It also strengthens our mood. It also, I would say, enhances our concentration in our jobs or in our studies. So I would say, yes, I am very, very much convinced. I am totally convinced that we should spend much more time outdoors, enjoying the nature, studying the nature. I think that would be really fantastic. The third question, how would this affect people's quality of life? As I mentioned earlier in the previous question, this will be very good for our brain, and it is also good for our body. So when you inhale green and fresh air, being out in nature, then both our brain and our body are beneficial because of that oxygenated, that fresh and green air. So it's also good for our lungs, our brains and everything. So if you are a student, then being out in nature will enhance your ability to study more, will enhance your ability to memorize more, to regurgitate more. And if you are just an employee, then it is also good for your precision, your productivity and everything. So that's why I would say going out is a very, very good activity.